song was low budget. It was.
I didn't
What?
even get on baddies, but I didn't even get on baddies because you. And then he's like, I'm a op. I got on baddies because you. First of all, they see me
No, no,
apologize to
no,
you. They
no.
attacked
That
me.
comment had nothing to do with you, ET. I'm saying Zeus would do that. All right, say if you okay. Say if you have okay, ET. If you
Thank you,
keep
They
babe.
working
didn't
and doing
cast
whatever you
me.
gotta
They did
do,
not.
you
I came as
you'll
a
make your name
replacement.
a whole look. You'll make your name a whole. What's that called? What's that shit called when you make your name a household? Oh yeah, a household name, right? All right, cool. Say if ET have a household name, right? She lit. I'm trying to put you in my shoes right now. The nigga she fucking with is big lit. He run the whole whatever. Whatever the case may be, you still is a house. You're a part of a household name. Now get ET, you becoming a household name. Then on top of that, you go to a low budget a theme because they said they're going to pay you, and you're just trying to just promote whatever, right? Boom. Long story short, you get into it with girls you don't know. You like kind of confused because it's like you only came here to promote the show, the bitches. So boom, it didn't go the way it's planned. Zeus. Okay, again. ET, if you had like 6 bitches that's getting into it with you online, you've been with, but they get hired only because they had confrontation with the household name that's pulling money for that network. So all right, I'm at Zeus pulling money for Zeus, and then they see I got into it with this bitch, that bitch, this bitch. You know what they're gonna do with? They're gonna put all those bitches on that platform. That's what I'm
If
trying
that's
to
the
say.
case,
Like,
they
and
would have.
then
If that's the
on
case,
top of
they
that,
would
what
have
helped it
casted me.
out,
They didn't cast me.
you're not no, but I'm saying on top of the narrative with Krishan, you yourself, you was a fighter. So you get what I'm saying? So at the same time,
My stance went hard and blew up them comments is what really got me there. It was no talking about nothing, nobody else. They like boycotted the comments all about me, which got me through the door after they already had picked their cast. I was not thought of, think of, none of that. They was not finna cast me for you. And
I'm
when I
telling
got on
you
there,
because
you
I was
wasn't
one of the
there.
judges and I'm
But
behind the scene and I was there first. Do you feel what I'm
okay, but
saying? Like, all
I
right,
do
so
want
if
to say
I'm
one
vouching for
thing.
my sister to come on the show and they're like, is she gonna be a fighter? Or is she gonna be like, yeah, I said she gonna be worse than me? She used both her hands. Yeah, 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 I'm vouching for her and all this other shit. And then we like, but you sure? You sure? Because they was scared that my sister was gonna get on the show and be boring.
But
All
before
right,
that,
Well,
I do
cool.
want to say one thing. When I first did TV and you came, like you said, you was a special guest. It was one thing you said to me on the sideline that stuck to me like white on rice. You said, when you got a name, you get a target on your back. And when I started getting my name, I felt what you were saying. And I always wanted to sit down and tell you that because I don't care about all this other shit, but you gave me some real game right there. You feel what I'm saying?
No, you talking about when we sat in the car and
No, that was
we was
when
at
you
a
was on top. When you was at the South Central Batty House the first season, when you walked through that door, the first
oh
time you walked through that door, that's when you told me that. When you thought all of us was trying to attack you, and you was like, "Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something." You was like,
yeah,
"When you
cause
gotta."
ET, let me tell you, I feel like real shit. Let me tell you, you 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 had it. You feel me? You a firecracker. You ain't no bitch. You wasn't slowing down no phase. You managed to get to Zeus and all this other shit and all this other stuff. You was managing yourself and all this other stuff. And then I just feel like I don't know. It was no point. It was for me, honestly, God. It was no point for us to beef. It was good for them for content, but it was never. Do that make sense? Now, at the end of the day, if anybody out of everybody, I probably would have fucked with you more than anybody that was around you. If anything, it's like I'm the type of motherfucker that like to make money with motherfuckers. Like, all right, let's do this, let's do that. Oh yeah, I know what's. Oh, we about to go here. Da da da. You know what I'm saying? Sky, like how I be on. Me and Sky hanging out at the club at her bookings. I be at her bookings, supporting her. And then Lemmy, we out with Lemmy and all this other shit. And I'm like, Scott, let's do baddies together. Da, da, da. I'm telling like that's what I do. Like I like to make shit make sense. I hate being with a friend and then like not share what I got going on with them. Do that make sense? That's why I didn't get why we never really like clicked. Like when you first said, "Oh, I'll eat your pussy," you should have kept that energy the whole way, nigga. Like I real shit. I hate how
Well,
people got in your head and made you go up against me, and then it turns out that that's not really your intentions. Because when you apologized, I felt the sincerity, but I really also felt like it was you was used and manipulated, and then you learned from it. Do that make sense? I
Yeah.
don't know. I can't explain it, but
I mean, yeah, I was young. I am young, but I had to learn TV myself that just because somebody tell me something don't mean I just gotta run with it. But I also gotta work on my delivery of how I run with it sometimes because I may want to ask the question, but it's not the question is how I ask it. And so I ain't gonna lie, watching myself, I'm like, damn, I need to learn how to talk like a lady because I was I was outside gangbanging, so like I was really
they
on
said I
some
could
like
never explain shit.
yeah.
What did not explain? Blue Rock TV, help me. Somebody help me. What is your
no, I think
Girl,
you're explaining it
they
perfectly
12.
what
fine.
y'all
Like
think
at the
about
end
the
of the day,
Scarface situation, y'all?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't looked at the comments
where's
yet.
the
I ain't gonna
comments? The
cap.
comments, yeah, the comments
I'm
is
saying I'm saying you
crazy.
read the room
This
properly,
my
right?
first
You
time on
said
here.
when you
They
looked
going
at
too
certain
fast for
people,
me. I ain't
you
got
felt
time.
the target, and at the end of the day, when things popped off, they did target right away, right? So I mean, you read the room correctly. I mean, Scarface, I think she's saying, part of the truth. She just got on TV, she did what she did. But at the end of the day, like Rock,
I
like
did
you
not
said,
know
you walked
anything
into the
about
room
that.
as clout, and everybody knows that you're the motion and you're the sauce most times on those shows. I've heard over and over from viewers that, they went to Zeus because of you, and then they left Zeus because of you, and then they went back
But you
because
should
of you.
know,
You know what I'm saying?
anybody
So
should know it's not clout with me. It's not, it's all about respect. Even like with Suki and shit, like I liked Suki. I respected Suki, but when she came and she was like, "I think you're a pussy," I threw water in her face. It's just because I look at everyone as equal. I'm humble as fuck. I don't care how big I get or I am. I'm
but
gonna
at that
treat
moment in
everybody.
time in the room, who else are you going to throw water in the face? That Suki was probably the biggest one you could have done it to gain anything off of it. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like
Who
at
don't
that moment in
smile? Who
time.
don't smile?
Oh, we
Smiley,
clocked
good
it.
night. I said good
Uh-oh.
night.
See, the thing is,
Where's
it gave
Cargo?
flip flop energy because you were cool with her at one
He
point
was
and then
going
you
out.
just clicked up with everybody else. So it gave energy of
I
switching
wasn't not
up.
clicked up with them. That's what
Sky
I'm
said
telling
at
you.
her
The whole
back.
time on the show, I hung out with a white girl named Snow Bunny, and I
Okay.
named the girl Snow Bunny. I did not hang out with the Blue Girls Club because I felt at the time my CEO Isaiah was on the Blue Girls dick. So I was like, and then it was like the girls, little you. I said, ain't nobody my little, only the one in my hood, and I stayed away from the Blue Girls. They were trying to get to know me, but if you watched the show, but I know y'all didn't, let me explain to you.
But
I
do
was
y'all see what I'm saying
anti-social.
though, bro?
I
I'm just
wasn't.
like
I'm
them
getting
though.
what you're saying.
Like
Like
you
you
see,
didn't
I
keep
come
the
I
on
same
these
energy
platforms
all
wasn't
the
to
way in
blow
the
up,
room.
right? Just like them. But I never had to use a motherfucker to blow up. Do that make sense? Or start fake beef. I literally was going through shit just because shit was happening to me, and I responded like, "Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
Why the
but I
fuck is
never
you even
used
picking with me?"
nobody to get on the
Ask
show.
Sky back.
Even when I was in front of
I'm
you, Krishan,
trying.
Hey, get
and you
Scott
did
back on here.
my audition, I didn't bring up my beef with you. I did not.
Who?
When
Oh
I
no, no,
did
I
my
wasn't.
audition, I let
Nah,
them know
look,
who I
look, look,
was. I said I'm
Scarface.
a
I wasn't
reality
even
TV
talking to you when I
star.
said that. I was talking. I was just talking to the chat. I'm reading all these fucking comments.
Yeah, I'm
But
just saying when
y'all can't see the
I
comments, can
even
y'all? Huh?
I didn't use
I
nobody
can.
to get in there. And that's why I made sure to
What?
apologize in front of the world because I want you to know I'm not using you to get on there. It's dead. It's squashed. We squashed it
But
off
I'm
camera.
thinking
We
like
squashed it
even
on
if you
camera.
didn't do it
I'm not afraid
intentionally,
of
even if
saying
you didn't do it
nothing.
intentionally, like that show is based on that. Like that show, from what I see, is they're taking people that have the clout. They're trying their best to take people who have the followers, the clout, and use you guys as much as they can. So even if you think you're not doing it intentionally, you're unintentionally still doing it. That's how you rise every time. That's how that show is produced, unfortunately.
No,
You know what
I
I'm
went to
saying?
bar
So
practice and I was crazy. Krishan could tell you
yeah,
she
of
did an interview
course.
with me. She said
Okay,
I was
I
Yeah,
feel
crazy.
yeah,
like,
you
girl,
were.
Suki or not, ET would have thrown that water on anybody who would have said something to her. Okay, so let's not try to push that narrative. No shame. My sister ET, she would have threw water on anybody. Suki,
And
Camilla,
I
anybody would have
agree.
got Anna would have got that water
Scarface
thrown on
told
you. You know what I'm
she
saying?
But in
threw the
that
You
water
know
room,
on
in
him.
what?
that time, I
Scarface
think
had
we're.
a target on her back when she went to Zeus as well. So it's
Listen,
like it goes both ways. Krishan had a target on her
Me
back on
too.
South
I had a
Central
whole
Baddies.
target.
Scarface had a target on her back when she got to Zeus. So
And
that's
I,
the
I did
dynamic
say
that
God, I
we're
can't see
looking at.
you.
And let me
yeah,
clarify something. I'm
I
not
said
saying
it
Scarface would have
was
never thrown any water at anybody, but I'm saying at that moment in the time
and
where
guess
the show
what?
was,
I,
that was a pivot for Sukiana and her because we never even Sukiana get down yet. So at the end of the day, when she threw the water her direction, it was a moment because we wanted to see what would happen. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like I said, if she was to throw it at anybody, throwing it at Suki was probably the best move. I'm just gonna
Suki
stand on
came for
that.
me. I wasn't even talking to Suki. Suki came up to me and said she was talking shit. And I'm like, you don't want this. Then she fought Rolly and she was still talking shit. And I ain't gonna slide. They cut it out, but they said, you think you're Chrisean. And I said, you trying to provoke me. She said it. They edited it out, whatever. I'm like, uh-huh. I'm like, bitch, whatever you say, whatever you say. She kept talking shit. That's when I threw the water. That's what I'm saying. It's edited.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Where did
somebody told
Sky
me she's
go?
gonna do shit.
Suki
I'm
who?
not gonna lie.
Sukiana?
Molly didn't do nothing
Suki
to
with the
me.
good
Yes.
Molly
coochie?
didn't do nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like
Molly didn't do
Suki.
nothing to me when she got wet. No shade.
Sorry, what did you
And I'm
say?
still Smiley. I love you.
Love you too, crazy head girl.
DJ
Yeah,
Scott, get in the request, boo. Where is you at?
she was
Yeah,
getting
but
ready.
no.
She was doing her makeup.
Like, girl.
I do learn from
Sky
my
is
mistakes
outside.
though.
She's hanging outside with Kanye tonight.
And I'm
You
just
need French
glad, like,
Montana.
everybody accept my apologies that accept my apologies. Some friendships you can't
Yeah,
rekindle so you can.
what? You said
Even
except
Rolly,
me?
me and Rolly made up. Like,
Who
Rolly said
is?
some hurtful things. I did some hurtful
She
things,
did
and we
not
made
say
up.
that, Sean.
What? What she said?
No, my
She
bad.
said
Nothing. I ain't saying shit. But
nothing.
I'm trying to look for.
So, Krishan, will there be cease and desist and gag orders going out? Cause we curious. Nobody
I don't
say
really care
nothing,
that
but I'm
much.
curious. Okay.
I don't
So
know,
there
sis.
y'all
I'm
Yeah.
have
just
y'all
ready for
answer.
your show to come out. Right now, let me tell you something. In this vision right here, y'all know I'm kind of mental. I see Fullstein working, Sean having the show, Hennessy being an assistant, Hot Tea writing the blogs, Blue Tea in the radio station talking, L working on styling us. I just see the
Where's
whole
Ella? They all left.
Molly, what did you just go and done take?
for me.
Yeah, I'm playing with you. What's up?
I feel like everybody here right now we all just talented, in our own special way.
Yeah.
See me, I rode the short bus, so I got a little bit of talent. But everybody else, I love this. Like I feel like everybody has they calling, and people got a story to tell for real, man.
Yeah.
Sis,
So
I need you to
Smiley,
come
what
out with
you
your
gonna be
show.
doing? You gave
Right.
everybody
Good
else a job,
question.
but you, what you gonna be doing?
Who?
Scamming.
What?
Yeah.
Who is
Okay.
speaking?
Okay.
I talked to
Okay.
T-Baby. What they
they
talking about
they
that she
said
be
5 in the
scamming?
morning
they
where I'm at is
said
crazy.
they said you gonna be taking pages.